Hello. 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 राहुल आवाज आ रही है? हेलो राहुल.
Morning, sir. Hello. Hello.
हेलो.
Good morning, sir. Sir.
आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just wait 1 minute and allow students are waiting in the waiting room. After that, we will continue our discussion. Only 2 students join. So just wait 1 minute. Okay, so let's start our discussion. We have some problems solved in previous classes. Okay, and I have told you practice some numerical problem related to whatever I have discussed in the previous classes. Okay, so we have already derived the EMF induced equation, ideal transformer, real transformer, phasor diagram at no load and load condition. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the equivalent circuit of the transformer. Okay, equivalent circuit of the transformer. So have you remember what is the equivalent circuit of the transformer? Rahul, have you remember the equivalent circuit of the transformer?
Yes, sir. We have to derive the secondary winding in terms of primary winding.
Please tell me loudly. Your sound is too slow. Rahul,
Yes, sir.
why we have draw the equivalent circuit of any electrical device?
Multiply the equations and for the analysis of the equipment.
My system sound is too slow or you are speaking too slow? Okay. So why we have draw the equivalent circuit of any electrical device. Suppose that you have already draw the equivalent circuit of transformer, DC machine, next 3-phase induction motor. So why we have draw the equivalent circuit of any electrical device. Sorry, anyone? Just tell me. Why we have draw the equivalent circuit of any electrical device. So I think all of you are familiar with the various type of electrical device equivalent circuit. Just tell me why we have draw the equivalent circuit of any particular electrical device. The equivalent circuit for any electrical device we can draw if the equation describing its behavior are known to us. That means any equation what we have to write here, either voltage equation or current equation, are describing its behavior are known to us. That means we have already write the primary side voltage equation, secondary side voltage equation with the help of phasor diagram. Okay, with the help of phasor diagram, we have already explained the various component of the transformer. That is voltage equation of the primary side and the voltage equation of the secondary side, and various other component, that means core loss component, resistance, magnetizing reactance. Okay, we have already discussed these things. So if the equation describing its behavior are known to us, okay, if any electrical device is to be analyzed or investigated its further information, that means a steady state behavior of the system, electrical system, that means transformer, 3-phase induction motor, or DC, maybe any types of the device. Okay, so if you want to their steady state behavior, we should know the equivalent circuit of the transformer or maybe other device of the electrical. That means, so its appropriate equivalent circuit is necessary. The equivalent circuit for electromagnetic device, किसी भी इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक डिवाइस में कौन कौन सा कंपोनेंट रहता है? इलेक्ट्रिकल कंपोनेंट, कोई भी डिवाइस हो, ट्रांसफार्मर हो या इंडक्शन मोटर हो या जनरेटर हो, उसमें कौन कौन सा इलेक्ट्रिकल कंपोनेंट रहता है? उसी से तो हम लोग इक्विवेलेंट सर्किट ड्रॉ करते हैं.
रेजिस्टेंस एंड इंडक्टेंस.
रेजिस्टेंस, इंडक्टेंस, voltage source, current source, these are the various type of component of electromagnetic device. नहीं, यही सबसे हम लोग को मिला करके और किसी भी सर्किट को हम लोग कंप्लीट करते हैं. उसमें ज्यादा से ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रिकल क्या रहेगा? आइदर रेजिस्टेंस रहेगा, रिएक्टेंस रहेगा, या जिसको इंडक्टेंस भी हम लोग बोल रहे हैं, कैपेसिटर रह सकता है, वोल्टेज सोर्स रह सकता है, and current source रह सकता है. Okay, so these are the various component of the any electrical device. Maybe all the component may not be present in a particular device, but basically these are the component may be available in any electrical device, electromagnetic device. Okay, so through this element we model any device. Okay, that means either a transformer or 3-phase induction motor, alternator, all are the formed from the basic electrical component. Okay, so if you want to their steady state behavior analysis, then we just simply, if we model create of that device, then just simply we can apply the circuit theorem and just analyze any parameters. That means a steady state performance, voltage, current, whatever the losses in that particular device. Okay, so for that analysis, we need to draw the equivalent circuit of the device. Okay, suppose we just concentrate on this particular topics, transformer. Okay, so here we maybe find out the same component, whatever the basic component, resistance, reactance, voltage are available here in the equivalent circuit. So what are the component represent primary side and what are the component represent in the secondary side? That will be represented in suffix by 1 and 2. Okay, this 1 and 2 represent your primary side and secondary side component. Okay, so if we consider this circuit, okay, in this circuit you may find out the all parameters. That means we have basically two winding. Okay, we have basically two winding in a transformer. One winding is your known as primary, another is your secondary. Through the primary winding, we supply given to the transformer, and from the secondary winding given to the load. Okay, so that parameter respectively represented by 1 and 2 for the primary and the secondary winding. Okay, so in this circuit we have one component neglected, that means exciting current. Okay, exciting current of the transformer neglected here. So this side is your represent primary side. So exciting current, that means IE, whatever I represent IE, that will be neglected here. Okay, so V1 dash represent is your what is? Have you remembered the phasor diagram of transformer? What is represent V1 dash? Hello.
Primary person, primary winding, transformer.
Winding transformer. You find out in ideal transformer and in real transformer, that means E1 dash, capital E1 dash is your EMF induced in the primary coil. Okay, EMF induced in the primary coil, that is equal to V1 dash. Okay, that is equal to V1 dash, and V1 dash is difference from V1 is voltage drop in the primary winding impedance, that means resistance and reactance. Okay, that means primary winding voltage drop consists of resistance and reactance, that is known as the impedance. Okay, so E1 dash basically depends on which parameter? E1 is your EMF induced in primary coil, it depends mainly on supply frequency, number of turns of the primary coil, and the maximum flux. Right? And the maximum flux. Okay. And this is your secondary side. Okay. EMF induced in the secondary coil, that will be represented by here E2. And when load connected in secondary side, so this is your representation of the secondary terminal voltage, that is V2, where you load connect here, and this is your resistance and reactance of the secondary coil. Okay, तो प्राइमरी साइड और सेकेंडरी साइड, यहाँ पे टोटल हम लोग क्या क्या हो रहा है, रेजिस्टेंस reactance of the primary as well as the resistance and reactance of the secondary coil. Okay, and EMF induced in the primary and secondary coil represent in the circuit. Okay, now we just concentrate about the exact equivalent circuit. Exact equivalent circuit, that means all the component exciting current you may also consider. In that case, the equivalent circuit, exact equivalent circuit of the transformer look like this way. Okay, that means this part we have already neglected in figure A. That means in figure A, हेलो, हाँ सर थोड़ा सा क्लास ले रहे थे, थोड़ा देर बात करते हैं, ठीक है, okay fine. So here we assume all the component and show their respective function. Okay, that means this component is your RC. RC represent is your core loss component. Okay, and this one IM is your magnetizing current. I have already mentioned that exciting current consists of two components. Okay, exciting current consists of two components. One component is your core loss component, that is represented by IC, and their resistance representation by RC. Okay, and another part is your magnetizing current, that will be responsible for the production of flux. Okay, so that is represented by magnetizing reactance XM. So reactance part will be shown here in the parallel to the RC. Okay, and if you load connected in the secondary side, so load current I2 flow in the load, okay, through the secondary resistance and reactance. So that is represented here by I2, and N1 and N2 represent your number of turns in the primary and secondary coil. Okay, now just tell me what is the function of I1 dash. I have already explained in the phasor diagram or operating principle in the transformer. So just tell me what is the I1 dash in the equivalent circuit. Hello.
Yes, sir.
What is the function of I1 dash?
Function, sir.
I1 dash क्या है?
Load current, sir.
Exactly. Load current component equivalent in the primary side. Okay. Load current component equivalent in the primary side. That means MMF of both the winding must be equal. So MMF in the secondary coil is equal to number of turns into current. So that is I2 N2 is equivalent to primary side, that is equal to MMF I1 dash N1. Okay, primary side number of turns is your N1. So I1 dash and N1 is equal to I2 N2. That means totally contract the secondary side load secondary side MMF. Okay, and what is the I1? What is the I1? सर्किट से तो बोल सकते हैं ना I1 क्या है?
सर बोलिए, रोड करंट है सर, प्राइमरी वाइंडिंग का.
I1.
Yes, sir.
I1 is your total current drawn from the supply. That means this I1 divided into two parts. One is your I1 dash, another is your exciting current.
Yes, sir. Total current.
Okay, total current drawn from the supply. So I have I1 drawn in the phasor diagram is the vectorial summation of I1 dash plus I. So I1 is your total current drawn from the supply at the load condition, that is equal to the load current component plus exciting current. Okay, and this I again divided into two parts. That means one is your core loss component, that will be represented by IC. Another is your representation of magnetizing current, that will be represented by IM. Okay, so how we can write the core loss power here? Core loss power कितना होगा सर्किट में? कोर लॉस कंपोनेंट ये वाला कंपोनेंट हम लोग दिखा रहे हैं ना. So core loss power if represented by PC, that is equal to voltage into current. नहीं, voltage into current. That means core loss component PC equal to V1 dash into IC. Okay. यदि यहाँ से हम लोग को IC निकालना रहेगा तो कितना हो जाएगा? PC by V1 dash. Okay. RC कैसे हम लोग फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं यहाँ से? प्लीज RC कैसे फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं? सिंपल सा, V1 डैश ये यहाँ से यहाँ तक कितना है? V1 डैश है, तो V1 डैश इक्वल टू क्या लिख सकते हैं? करंट इंटू रेजिस्टेंस, तो IC इंटू RC.
यस सर.
नहीं, तो RC फाइंड आउट करना रहेगा तो क्या होगा? V1 डैश डिवाइडेड बाय IC. एंड यहाँ से IM यदि फाइंड आउट XM फाइंड आउट करना रहेगा कितना हो जाएगा? सिंपल सर्किट इक्वेशन, यहाँ पे सिंपल सर्किट का जो भी थ्योरी KCL KVL पढ़े हैं उसको अप्लाई करना है. यदि इक्विवेलेंट हम सर्किट में ड्रॉ कर लिए कंपोनेंट, टोटल कंपोनेंट को, तो अब जस्ट सिंपली क्या करना है? KVL KCL अप्लाई करना है, कोई पैरामीटर फाइंड आउट करना है. यहां से यहां तक V1 डैश है वोल्टेज, तो अब इसके अक्रॉस जो भी हम लिखना चाह रहे हैं, दो पैरेलल पाथ है. ओके, दो पैरेलल पाथ है, तो सेम चीज है. यदि ये पैरेलल पाथ है तो V1 डैश इक्वल टू क्या लिख सकते हैं? IC RC. और सेम चीज V1 डैश इक्वल टू क्या लिख सकते हैं? IM XM. नहीं, करंट इंटू रिएक्टेंस इसका. तो यदि XM फाइंड आउट करना है, दैट मींस क्या हो जाएगा? V1 डैश डिवाइडेड बाय IM. तो टोटल हम लोग पैरामीटर्स फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं सिंपल KCL या KVL लगा करके. तो ये इक्वेशन ध्यान में रखना पड़ेगा. ये इक्वेशन पे हम पिछले क्लास में भी कुछ न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व किए थे. ठीक है, यही ना, एक न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व किए थे जिसमें फाइंड आउट करने बोले थे एक्साइटिंग करंट का टू कंपोनेंट. फाइंड आउट दी टू कंपोनेंट ऑफ द एक्साइटिंग करंट. क्या हो जाएगा? दो कंपोनेंट IC एंड IM. IC and IM. So you must be keep in your mind the basic formula. Okay. So here core loss, that means PC equal to, ये बार बार ध्यान में रखना पड़ेगा. न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करने जाओ, इसका सर इक्विवेलेंट सर्किट, इसका वोल्टेज इक्वेशन एट डिफरेंट पॉइंट. That means at this point, this is your V1 dash equal to, you may be write down either IC RC or IM XM. सेम चीज होगा ना. यदि सेकेंडरी साइड का वोल्टेज इक्वेशन लिखना चाहे तो कितना होगा? टोटल वोल्टेज इक्वेशन लिखो. हम प्राइमरी साइड का कितना हो सकता है, सेकेंडरी साइड का कितना होगा? प्राइमरी साइड वोल्टेज इक्वेशन बोलो तो कितना होगा? इस सर्किट में KVL अप्लाई करो. सर्किट में KVL अप्लाई करो प्राइमरी साइड. Anyone apply KVL in primary side and just tell me voltage equation. नहीं होगा, केवीएल तो अप्लाई करना है सिंपली। हेलो, हेलो, नाम लेके बोलना पड़ेगा क्या? सब कुछ साइलेंट हो गए हो। अक्षय कुमार, अक्षय कुमार, हेलो,
Yes, sir.
what is the voltage equation for the primary side? We can write na for this equivalent circuit. Just apply here KVL.
V1 dash is equals to
Sorry, repeat करो।
I1
जा रहे हैं।
I1 R1
If we start from this point, so this is actually V1, not V1 dash. This is your V1. Okay. So if you start from this point, so move from negative to positive. So this one is your. If you write, take the sign convention positive from negative to positive for the voltage source, then we can simply write here V1 how we can write KVL equation. Just tell
so
me.
we have to subtract the loads the losses like I1 R1 minus J X1 I1 then
Okay, so just if we write the voltage for the voltage source, that means if you move from negative to positive, if you take the positive or this convention negative to positive, so just we write here V1, okay, V1 plus if you move for the voltage drop, okay, through the resistance or reactance, that is if you move from positive to negative, that means higher potential to lower, so that will be negative sign. Okay, so if we write here voltage drop of the resistance and reactance, so negative I1 into total impedance, that means resistance plus reactance. So this one I1 into R1 plus JX1, R1 plus JX1 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 and next just tell me voltage drop across this impedance we have right here, and next we have complete this loop na, this path. So next one क्या होगा? यहां तक हम लोग आ गए हैं ना, अब यहां से यहां तक आना नहीं, यहां तक तो हम लोग पहुंच गए, अब यहां से यहां तक आना है।
Yes, sir.
तो इसको कितना लिखेंगे, कितना लिख सकते हैं, यहां से यहां तक वोल्टेज कितना दिया हुआ है, V1 डैश,
V1 dash.
दैट मींस ये वोल्टेज क्या होगा, नेगेटिव होगा या पॉजिटिव होगा,
Negative, sir.
नेगेटिव। So since the voltage drop, we move from positive to negative. Here we move negative to positive, that will take positive. If you move from voltage drop positive to negative, that means negative. So this one is your V1 dash. Okay. V1 dash. Or you may be write V1 dash equal to E1. Okay. So what is the voltage equal to 0 na? Equal to 0. So what is the voltage equation for the primary side? That is V1 equal to V1 dash plus I1 R1 plus JX1. Right? V1 equal to V1 dash plus I1 R1 JX1 plus JX1. So just simply write. You may find out the same equation from the phasor diagram. You may find out same equation from the phasor diagram. Okay. So V1 dash, write in V1 equal to V1 dash plus I1 R1 plus JX1. V1 dash plus I1 R1 plus JX1. So it should be kept in your mind this equation R1 plus JX1. R1 plus JX1. JX1. Okay, this is your voltage towards the primary voltage equation towards the primary side. What is the core loss power? Core loss power, that means PC equal to V1 dash IC. Okay, core loss power that means PC is equal to V1 dash V1 dash into IC. V1 dash into IC. V1 dash into IC. Or you may be right IC na IC. Or equal to you may be right IC square RC. IC square RC. लिख सकते हैं ना इसको, I square R
Yes, sir.
IC square RC. or you may be write down V1 dash square by RC. V1 dash square by RC. Okay. V1 dash square जो भी कंपोनेंट दिया हुआ है उसके रेस्पेक्ट में तुम लिख सकते हो। यदि यहाँ पे V1 डैश तुमको पता है, कोर लॉस पता है और IC फाइंड आउट करना है तो ये इक्वेशन यूज कर सकते हो, या IC तुमको पता है RC फाइंड आउट करना है तो ये इक्वेशन यूज कर सकते हो, कोई भी यूज कर सकते हो। V1 डैश स्क्वायर divided by RC. Okay. So V1 dash square divided by RC. Divided by RC. Okay. So you may find out any parameter from this equation related to core law. Another equation we can write here for the another parallel branch, that means V1 dash equal to IM into JXM, ठीक है। तो मैग्नेटाइजिंग यदि ये निकालना है तो क्या हो जाएगा, V1 डैश डिवाइडेड बाय करंट। सो V1 डैश इक्वल टू, राइट हियर, V1 डैश इक्वल टू IM JXE। V1 dash equal to IM JXE. Equal to IM JXM into JXM. XM. XM is known as magnetizing reactance. Okay. Magnetizing reactance. Next, any more equation we can write for primary side? Anyone? Any more equation we can write for the primary side? करंट का रिलेशन हम लोग लिख सकते हैं ना? हेलो, करंट का
Yes,
इक्वेशन है ना, करंट का इक्वेशन प्राइमरी साइड का बोलो।
I1 is equals to I1 dash plus IE.
So you may write in vectorial form also here. So I1 equal to I1 dash plus IE. Okay, you may write in vectorial form. I1 equal to vectorial summation of I1 dash plus IE equal to. So I think few times we have left in session. So I1 equal to I1 dash I1 equal to I1 dash plus IE. I1 dash plus IE. IE. And IE we can also write in two component. That
C
means
plus IM.
IC plus IM. Okay. So you should keep in mind for all these equations for the primary side we are using. Okay. So just we stop here and just try to